Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Empress Real 1584 The Good Witch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you. While you're here, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. By taking this action, you will be helping the channel to grow. Also, take a moment to read my About page so that you can have some understanding about who I am. I will never copy another person's work, nor will I ever copy another person's title. That is because I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. I thank you for visiting, and I hope that you will return. Please check out my other videos. All are welcome to share his or her story in the comment section below, because your story may be a helpmate to someone else. My channel is a no judgment zone place for healing in some sort of way. If the video resonates with you, take from it what will help you on your journey towards your happiness in every area of your life. If the video does not resonate for you, it may not be meant for you at this present time. Today, I'm doing a Cancer reading. And I know y'all probably like, yo, this chick has done a Cancer reading already. I have. But I'm doubling back because the last time that we spoke, I spoke to you guys about destiny swapping. Many of you were familiar with destiny swapping, and many of you were not. Many of you didn't understand what destiny swapping was. It's a real thing. I come from a family of root workers, right? That's normal in my family. I come from a family of not only root workers, our religion, we practice voodoo. We pray to different deities. So when people come up here on this platform, I do have people in the back to block you. I don't care about your religion. I don't care who you pray to. That's none of my business. That's a relationship that you have with whomever that works for you. I do not follow the Bible at all. Do I know the Bible? Absolutely. Many of us know about things that we don't even practice, right? But I am not a Bible follower. I am not a Bible worshiper. You know, when people fear, when people lack understanding, they sit up and they try to call you different things. Whether you be a witch, I'll be that. A devil, I'll be that. You can call me whatever you want because I'm a full grown woman. You have to be able to touch me energetically to make me give a fuck about what you think. True story. So when you come up here and you tell me that your God is going to get me and I'm going to burn in hell, there is no such thing as hell. They teach you that in your Bible, that hell is this place where people are going to burn forever, and it's not true. How do I know? Because baby, I've been. Let me tell you, I've been. I've seen things that people could only wish to have seen. I'm only going to speak to you about facts. Facts of what I've known, what I've seen, what I witnessed, what I partake in. Destiny swapping is real. A person can do a destiny swap with you when they're jealous of you, which equals envy. When they see something about you that they want and wish they had, you may think that, hey, that person has more than me. That person is richer than me. Not rich as far as monetary, but you may think that their life is more rewarding than your life. Guess what? Yes, you may think you're simple, but people can do energy swaps with you energetically, knowingly and unknowingly. You, the person whose life is being taken away. Many people feel like when they are a part of a family, you're like, I wouldn't have picked this family. Why am I here? I don't belong here. And if you feel that way and it's a constant, somebody may have done an energy swap with you. One of the easiest ways to tell if someone has done an energy swap with you, look at their families compared to your family, and there's going to be some similarities, whether it be in names of a person, whether it be of dates of a person, whether it be how a person acts. Energy swapping can be good for some people. Energy swapping can be dangerous for some people. And energy swapping, if you never find out about it, you'll never know until you reach the next round. People hang around you, not because they like you so much, not because they're your friend. Many people who understand the world of spirituality, which is all about energy, they know how to energy swap with you. It's that simple. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you how to do it. Absolutely not. But welcome to the world online, on your phone, on your computers. But you better hope when you look something up that someone is not giving you information to do destiny swaps with you. I'm going to be removing myself from this TikTok platform. I recently went over the rules and regulations that they sent to many of us, that they own the rights to your videos, to whereas they can use it without paying you and do whatever they want with it. When a lot of you get stuck into contract of selling products, and I tried to warn you guys about not selling these products, you get so happy because somebody sends you a brush that you didn't have to pay for. So now you're online and you're doing commercials like, hey, buy this brush. Hey, buy this curling iron. Buy this outfit, right? And a lot of you are going to be end up getting sued, let me tell you, because every time that you make a video, you're supposed to speak about that brand. Thank you so much, heaven. Thank you so much, heaven on earth. I know that's right. Yes, many of you are going to start getting sued every time you make a video that you don't mention the brand. And I tried to warn y'all about not getting involved with this. Let me tell you, many companies have sent me so many different items for me to sell. No way, bitch. I'm not selling for you. I'm not promoting you. That's a commercial. People get paid thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, right? To do commercials. But you're on TikTok and you're doing commercials because they give you a sample of the product, or they may give you a few cents on a dollar. And that's like selling your soul for nothing. But TikTok has already been regulating us of how much we get out there for people to be able to see us. Okay, they control that. In the midst of them controlling that, now it's in contract. So when you log back on to say that I agree, many of you did not read the fine print. And the fine print is that they own everything that you make, whether you're standing in your kitchen cooking, whether you're putting on your shoes, whether you're going for a walk, and even a lot of you who put your children online, you do not own the rights to your child's photos anymore. TikTok can use it any way that they want. So me personally, I'm too old for that. I'm too old for someone to own the likeliness of me and I not get paid. Oh yes, they said they don't have to pay you anymore either. True story. So I'm going to be backing away from TikTok. But before I back away, I'm letting you guys know every video that I do here, I do post it on my YouTube platform. And TikTok can't own me, because I own the likeliness of my name. I have a company even before I started with TikTok. So TikTok doesn't own me. TikTok doesn't own my gifts as a medium, as a psychic, as a tarot reader, as a master herbalist. They don't listen. They can't have any parts of me, let me tell you. So I'm going to be moving myself from this platform and going directly over to my YouTube and staying there. Now, the bitches over there, they don't like me, and it's okay because I wasn't supposed to be their friends at all, right? I'm a one-woman army. Let me tell you, I'm a one-woman army. Destiny swapping. It's real. You need to know how to protect yourselves. Many times you may go to a reader or have a reading done, whether it be online, whether it's through a phone call, or whether you're riding through a town and you see psychic on someone's house. 9 times out of 10, those are gypsies, right? We are the original gypsies, let me tell you. Yes, we are. We are the original gypsies. Just look it up. Listen, we are the original everything. So for any other that's watching me, and if you get offended, that's not my fault. I just was born on this side of the coin. But when you sit in front of these people, they can do destiny swaps with you. While you're sitting there wondering if Harry is cheating on me, or did Megan cheat on me, or did so-and-so leave me any money. Anytime that you do an exchange of money and you hand a reader, especially in their face, as soon as you hand them that money, it's called yes. It's called yes. That's why either you pay in advance before a reading, or they say, what can I do for you? And you spill the beans. They can steal parts of your soul right then and there. So you have to be careful with who you allow to read you. I never do a reading for people without telling them, please go to my website, read everything about me, because you may not like me. You may not like what I put in my bio. So you need to be careful. Just because you see someone as a great reader, it doesn't mean that you need to book a reading with them. True story. True story. I never tell anybody, book with me. You may like me right here, but when you go over my bio, you may say, I'm not fucking with her. That bitch is into some heavy shit. And I am. I grew up like this. I grew up in a world that I was protected from all of this. Recently, I was speaking to my husband's aunt on the phone, and she was telling me different things that she knew in the art of root. Yes, it's the art of root, right? Because everything has to be done properly to put a spell on or to take it away. Back in the day, I was that bitch, and I would put a spell on anybody that I needed to. I did. However, I didn't want to pay for karma. I needed to become a part of karma, to become friendly with karma. And so therefore, today, I owe no debts. None. And you couldn't pay me enough to make me go into debt for the next person. Absolutely not. But having my gifts and being young and wanting the things that I want and doing all the things that I wanted to do, I was selfish with my gifts. And I didn't use them in a way to be a helpmate to others. I used them in a way to be a helpmate to me. That means if you cross the line with me, if you said something about me, or if you did something to me, you would be dealt with. True story. Today, I'm older. Words don't matter what you say. Actions matter. So if I feel your energy coming towards me, I'm going to stop you. I'm going to stop you. Destiny swapping, same thing. You have to be able to know who to stop. That's why it's so important not to allow everyone into your home. And I get it. A lot of people need people. A lot of people need to be around people to make them feel like they belong or they are a part of. And I don't understand those people. I'm stronger than that. Mentally, physically, spiritually, and just as well as emotionally. I am stronger to not need an army around me. Anytime I do a reading, I speak about tapping in. I promise you, tapping in. Tap into self. Let me tell you, LaDana, don't, don't. And when people want to come over, right, and they'll try anything to come over, be wary of those people. True story. People could leave things in your house and you never see it. Root work, it can come in so many different forms. Remember, I told you it was an art to be mysterious, an art to be able to lay something down without you being able to see. So somebody could come to your house and sit on your couch and leave something on your couch that's not visible to you, to harm, to hurt. True story. People do it in powder forms. What does powder do? It blends into your carpet, your wood floors. You track through it by walking through it. They do so many different things. They can have something on their hands, right? And so when they give you a hug, they can put something on you. So many different ways that a person can physically do something to your home and do something to you. That's why I don't let everybody touch me. I don't let everybody hug me. I don't like you like that anyway, you know? And hi to the person, Giselle, is Jason thinking of reaching out? I do not answer questions like that. You have to go to one of those readers that like to play with people and you will find your fake answers over there. I don't do that. I don't do that. Anybody that follows me, anybody that watches me, I do not answer questions like that. I am a psychic, energy. I am a medium, energy. I read tarot, energy. And I get paid in real life for my energy. Now, there are some people who pretend to be psychics and they will sit there and they will answer 50 people questions, right? But always know that they're lying to you. So you have to be mindful of your own energy. Do you feel like Jason is going to reach out to you? And if you have to question, you really need to question yourself if you should be fucking with Jason. You have to think of yourself as grander, much better than. I'm just saying. And I mean no disrespect to anyone, but in real life, this is my life. So I don't have a platform to whereas people get up on the platform and I sit there and I answer 50,000 questions and say yes and say no just to appease you. I'm never going to play with people. But many people do like playing with people. You had to learn that. Yes, many people love to play with people, I promise you. And you can find those other channels and they are willing to do that for you. Everything is energy. Anytime that I read for someone or someone books a reading with me, I sit with you, to be honest. As soon as we do an exchange, as I just told you, of money, I'm sitting in your energy because you paid me to look into your life. You don't get to stop me where I look, how I look. When you book a reading with me, you pay me in advance. So when you pay me in advance, I connect to my spiritual team. I am a vessel. I am a vessel. On my spiritual team, they tell me everything I need to know about you. So I sit in your energy before reading and I look from the rooter to the tutor and all the way around. I have had readings with people and they've like, I ain't asked you for all that. Yes, you did. When you book with me, you gave me permission to go all up in your business, and I'm going to deliver everything you already know. That's what psychics do. We tell you everything that you already know, but you look to us for confirmation. That's the psychic in me. The medium in me, I'm speaking to anybody that comes in for you, whether it be a crossed over loved one, whether it be someone that you didn't even like, whoever comes in, I'm delivering you the message. And you gave me permission to do that. Thank you so much. So I'm never going to play with people because it takes energy. Could I sit up here and answer about 5 to 10 questions? Yeah, real quick. But I'm not going to waste my energy because I get paid in real life. This is my job. This is my job. And I've been doing this since I was a kid, you know? I've been doing this since I was a child. And listen, I'm not the only one in my family. I have a few more in my family, and we don't work together. We do not work together. I have a daughter. She and we don't work together. She's going to read for you the way she does. I'm going to read for you the way that I do. But we don't do things the same way. We may be similar, but we're not the same. I may sit on the phone and cry with you. No, no lie. She's not. She's not. I have a cousin in North Carolina, Amel, and he gonna be like, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. And you're going to be broke by the time you leave them, but you're going to be satisfied. You understand? I don't do that. I don't do that. My family, many of us, we still work the root, but we don't work the root the same way. We do pray to the same entities, but we don't do things the same way. So I'm never going to play with you. Every once in a while, I will get up here and I will do a pick a card reading. And that's if somebody is bold enough to let me tell your business online. And they're always successful, but I'm never going to give my energy to just answer somebody's question. I need my energy. I'm a big girl. I need everything I got. True story. True story. Energy swapping is real. You have to be careful with who you lock eyes with. You know, when I was growing up, they would say that you can tell a lot about a man or a lot about a woman who couldn't look at a person eye to eye. Don't fall for that bullshit, okay? Don't fall for that BS. A person can look at you eye to eye and they can take and swap your whole life just by you making eye contact. A person, when I was growing up, the elders would say if a person can't look you eye to eye, that meant that you were lying about something or you possibly stole something. Not true. A person that is spiritually connected could take your whole life away in a matter of seconds just by eye contact. People out here be on a mission. When I spoke to my husband's aunt, she was telling me the things that she knew. And she said, "Can I ask you?" And I said, "You don't have to ask me anything, I'll tell you." So I spoke to her in a way that I did, and she was like, "Damn." She didn't say damn. I'm lying on her. She didn't say damn. She was like, "Everything you said was accurate. Everything happened the exact way you said it." She said, "But I don't want no parts of this." Okay, I got you. Energy swapping is destiny swapping. Do you know you can live in the projects, right? And be the smartest person mentally, educationally, but you just can't find that way out for some reason or another, right? You could be a criminal and be smarter than the doctor who you go with your mother to go see, or your dad, or even you go see, but you just can't find your way out of a situation because of a certain circumstance. So imagine living in the projects and you being the smartest person in the projects. But imagine someone with spiritual gifts and who has learned the art of how to use. And just by you having a conversation, they be like, damn, how this motherfucker over here stuck in the projects and they smart as hell. I'm over here living that middle class life in a house and I'm dumb as shit. I'm a destiny swap. Now, all of a sudden, that person ends up on drugs, right? The person in the projects ends up on drugs. The person in the projects ends up doing something stupid, committing a crime. And now this dumb motherfucker that you knew, who parents had more than you, now they are soaring. And you're like, wait a minute, we used to be cool. What happened? That person wasn't ever that smart. Uh-huh. They destiny swap with you. True story. They destiny swap with you because there was something about you that they saw, how smart you were. It didn't matter where you live, what your circumstances were or are. Even if you had less and your family was on welfare and theirs wasn't, they wanted something from you. Many of us who had friends who we felt like were higher class, or many of us had friends who we felt like were a little lower, but we didn't judge. We like, we gonna be cool with them anyway. Something about you, maybe the way you stand, maybe the way you talk, the way you act, the way people love you, the way people admire you, something about you, something about you, someone noticed it and they wanted it. You ever had that friend and you go shopping together and y'all pick out different outfits? Now your friend may be like, damn, their outfit look better than mine. And you be like, well, how I look in it? And they be like, that ain't for you. And then y'all supposed to meet up at the club. And then when you get there, you don't switch your whole outfit. Now they're coming with the outfit that you picked out. Simple things. You have to be mindful. You have to pay attention. I'm going to give you a better one. I have some family. They're going to dislike me for this because my family watches me. My family, they come from the projects in Pennsylvania, Chester to be exact. When you walk up in their homes, you be like, damn, they live like this. But outside, you be like, damn, we're in the fucking jungle. But as soon as you walk in, you be like, damn, these bitches live the life of luxury. Because they know how to decorate. They know how to live. They know how to create art in the space to provide them the comfort that they desire. So outside, you like, damn, let's hurry up and get in the house because somebody could get murked real quick. And as soon as you go inside, you be like, who painted your walls? And they be like, I did. Who decorated? I did. And then you be like, where you get that from? And they can turn this deck of cards, guess what? Into a book holder. They can wrap some tape around it, paint it, and you be like, where you get that from, bitch? I created it. So never judge a book by its cover, let me tell you. You ever heard the saying that a rose can grow from the concrete, which is true. So you may not look at yourself as that rose, but somebody sees you as the rose, and they are ready to swap lives with you. But you're so blinded because you're like, I'm not even paying them any attention. But damn it, they're paying you some attention. So you have to be careful with who you break bread with, who you invite into your homes and your car, who you just give your energy to. True story. You have to be careful. People destiny swap with people every single day. It's a real thing. It's true. And if you don't know how to protect yourself, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. A lot of our homeless people, right? I'm just saying, around the world, if you sat and spoke to them, you would be surprised about their stories. Do you know some of those homeless people have PhDs? A lot of those homeless people have college degrees, no matter what level. And then you'll be like, wow, if you used to be an educator, a college professor, how did you end here? And they'll be like, I don't know. And somebody that quickly could swap destinies with you, just like that. So you may not look at yourself as the creme de la creme, but somebody does look at you as the person as all that. So you have to be careful with the envious. And you may think that all I got in my refrigerator is a gallon of milk, but they got steak. Do you know some people could be jealous of that gallon of milk because you know what to do with that milk? If you got some flour in the cabinets, you know how to make bread. You could create a meal. And they may have everything that you don't and still can't cook. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to give you an example of how a person could be envious of a person who has less. True story. I'm doing a cancer reading, but I wanted to let you know that I'm going to be moving on over and doing a lot of my lives on my YouTube platform because I can't destiny swap with TikTok. I got one mom and I got a dad, and TikTok did not create me. You understand what I'm saying? And I can't give them my likeliness. I can't give them my world at all. It's not for free. Okay, I'm going to follow you on YouTube. Thank you. Come on over. When I'm on YouTube, I'm able to get a little more personal. The setup is different. So I have a better interaction. True story. I have a better interaction. Over here, it's a little tedious. You know what I mean? It's a little tedious. And, you know, it's a little more tedious. But we're going to do a cancer reading. I hope everybody is doing well. But be careful with destiny swapping. It's not disrespectful. I remember growing up, the men in my family, they will always solidify another man by a handshake. Don't be shaking everybody's hand. Don't be giving everybody a hug. I'm telling you. I have my son, my middle son. He doesn't shake anybody's hand since he was a little boy. And they used to be like, you better teach him how to shake somebody's hands. I'm like, he don't have to if he don't want to. It's not a form of disrespect, not to him, maybe for you, but he doesn't have to. But men are told that when you don't shake another person's hands, it's a form of disrespect. I call it a form of protection. I call it a form of protection. Hug. When you see people, they be like, yo, give me a hug. You haven't seen them in a long time. I'm like, I pump the brakes. Like, nah, we don't need to touch. We don't need to hug. Because I ain't like you like that for real. Like, it's unnecessary. People will do things to you just like that without you knowing. I promise you. You got to be careful with people. Destiny swapping is so simple to do, but yet so dangerous to do, because when you swap lives with someone, you have to pay the ultimate consequence. You have to pay the ultimate consequence. So you have to look online and you see how people have spell work up here. And my family, man, I'll never share my family's recipe with you guys. I would never share what we do, how we do, the ingredients we use for this spell or that spell. I would never cross those boundaries. So imagine when we scroll through TikTok and people have spells up here. And y'all like, oh, thank you, because I like to read comments. And y'all be like, thank you. Oh, that was helpful. I'ma do it. Do you know a lot of those spells? I promise you, you're selling your soul. As soon as you attempt to do them and you don't know any better, you thinking it's going to help you bring in $1,000,000. Now, imagine if someone has a spell to help you to gain 1,000,000. Why are they on TikTok putting it up here? They're going to keep it to themselves. I'm just saying, if somebody had this money spell, why would they put it online? They want money too. So the more views they get for this spell, they getting a little bit of change from TikTok. Make it make sense. So do you think somebody's really going to give you the formula to help? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And y'all be like, thank you, good looking out. And I'm like, damn, do they know what this spell is? And I'm watching and I'm like, ooh. And some of them don't have all the proper ingredients. And I'm like, shit, if they use this instead of this, they're going to be fucked up. And everything comes from here. We are all energy. Each and every one of us are energy. Each and every one of us are energy. I don't do a reading for someone if I don't like you. And I'm human. We are all human. And we're not all going to like each other. If somebody books a reading with me, and if I'm not feeling your energy, I'm returning you some of your money back. Because with dumb questions, I'm not going to do anything to hurt anyone for you. I am the wrong person to contact. Now, when I was a teenager and in my 20s, I might have been down with you. But I got a family. And your energy is not worth anybody in my family being harmed or hurt for a malicious intent. I have no karma to pay. And I'm not going to make anybody suffer from my foolishness. So when you think someone did something to you, I'm going to let you know whether they did or didn't. I'm not going to sit there and play with you and pretend that you got a spell on you if you don't. I'm not going to sit there and pretend, but many people will. They'll tell you, this is done to you, this is done, and if you give me 500, you give me 1,000, I can remove it. And you be like, okay. You got to be careful with people because your gut is instantly going to tell you they full of shit. I need to hang up or get out of their house, whatever the case may be. True story. I'm going to dive into this Cancer reading. I hope everyone is doing well. Listen, I hope everyone is doing well. Destiny swapping is a real thing. I want to dive more into it, but I need to work it out without sharing so much, because I never wanted to be a thing to where as you try to destiny swap with somebody. Understand how strong you are. Understand that each and every one of us holds a power that is greater than beyond when we allow to trust who we are, when we allow ourselves to connect to who we are, because there's one ingredient that we don't share, and that's our soul. We all have individual souls. You are you, I am me. And just because the soul lives in us doesn't mean that we're connected to our souls. There's a lot of things that you have to do to connect to the core of you. And you have to pick a side. And there's no right and there's no wrong on how to versus what you should do. It's called free will. You have to pick a side. I promise you. And there's no right or wrong. You can walk on, as some people call the dark side, and still be good. And you can walk on the good side and still be good. True story. But there's going to be a payday. Always remember, there's always a payday to whatever side that you choose. You just have to be able to handle your payday when the time comes. So I'll never say to anybody, don't choose this side, don't choose that side. You have to do what's best for you. Always, always, you got to do what's best for you. But the one thing you have to do is protect yourself energetically, starting from the bottom of your feet all the way to your head. That's why the last things that come out are our feet. Now, some people come out the opposite way. They'll try to turn you around, but we're always connected from the root. Everything grows from the root. That's why we're called root workers, because we work the root. That's why we say from the rooter to the tutor. Everything is from the root. And nobody can connect to the root of you, which is your soul, with the exception of you. And once you connect to it, it's up to you to decide how you're going to use it. We're all on our own journey. Each and every one of us have a path to take. And along the way, sometimes people get envious and they want another person's life, and then they'll try to destiny swap because they don't like the life that they're dealt with, because they've given up on trying to connect to self. And so it's easier for them to want what somebody else has. True story. But destiny swapping is done every single day. Some of your favorite movie stars, destiny swap. Some of your favorite singers, destiny swap. You may not even know that the little old lady living next door to you, who 100 plus years old, she done destiny swap. That's why she's still here. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? And then when they go to interview, they be like, how you been here? They be like, milk. 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 Drinking a lot of water. But they never going to tell you. So be careful who you allow to touch you. Be careful who you allow to touch, who you allow to stare deep into your eyes, because it can happen that fast. Let's get to the reading. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. But let me tell you, there are some people that can never be touched. There are some people that have a form of protection around them. True story. And that's when you connect to your soul. Somebody has said to me, I was the most hard-headed person in the world, that I like to do things my way. And ever since they said that to me, I've been thinking about it. And I'm like, damn, I do have a hard head. I do have a hard head. You know what I'm saying? But y'all got to be careful out here, because it's really real. But let us get to this reading. Thank you. Thank you. Let us get to this reading. I like for everyone to watch me lay the cards out. Listen, I got to put these things on. My bifocals. My bifocals. We're doing a Cancer reading. If the reading is for a male, I will say so. If the reading is specifically for a female, I will say so. Understand that we all have masculine and feminine energies. Where you stand in your energy, only you would know where you stand in your energy. Let me tell you, some days I'm in my feminine energy. Some days I'm in my masculine. It all depends on who I'm dealing with. True story. If I walk out my house without my husband, I'm definitely in my masculine energy because I'm about that life. I'm down for whatever. If I'm walking out the house with him, I am in my feminine energy because guess what? I don't have to be about that life because he is about that life. So where you stand in your energy, only you're going to know. Only you're going to know. This is going to be a 2-part Cancer reading. We're going to do a sacred journey as our first. And then after we do the sacred journey, we're going to dive directly into the Celtic spread. We're going to dive into the Celtic spread. Only because I'm a little nosy. We're going to do the Celtic cross. I'm a little nosy, so I want to go as deep as I'm allowed to go, right? Before this reading, I have already cleansed my space. I cleanse myself. That's a must for me to do. That's to protect you from my energy and for me to protect myself from your energy. True story. Anytime that you watch a reader online, you should always cleanse. People may like me online, but you may not like me in real life. True story. You may not want my energy to linger on in your home. I definitely don't want your energy to linger in my home. We are strangers. Understand that. True story. We are strangers. I'm going to be honest with you at every core moment that I have. So I have to cleanse my space before reading. I have to cleanse my space after the reading. And you should do that too. If you listen, people think that all they need is some sage and it's all good. This sage don't do everything like people think. Let me tell you, right? You may hear some knocking on the walls and you like, oh, I'm going to sage this area. And then you still going to hear the knocking on the wall. And you be like, well, I thought the sage was supposed to work. Honey, it don't work for everything like people be telling you. Not only that, Florida water is very good to cleanse your space, right? You can make your own Florida water if you got that type of time, or you can order Florida water. A lot of people make Florida water in their own homes. Be careful with that too, right? Because everybody water is not going to work. True story. Everybody, listen, yeah, I'm redoing myself, right? I can't tell you what's in here, but this is to keep me away from you and you away from me. True story. But just be mindful. Always cleanse your space. When you watch any tarot reader, cleanse your space. When you deal with any psychic, any medium, keep your space cleansed. True story. Keep your space cleansed. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I send to everybody nothing but love and light. True story. Even for people that watch me who really don't fuck with me like that, I send you love and light. True story. I send you nothing but love and light. Because I must be doing something right for a person not to like you and they still keep coming to watch you, right? But let's start this sacred journey. We're going to start this sacred journey. The sacred journey is a 7-card spread. It's a 7-card spread. So we're going to dive into the starting point of a Cancer, male or female. We're going to look into the first part of your journey. We're going to look into the second part of your journey, your current situation, the next step on your journey, and a pleasant surprise that may be coming in for someone, and a final decision or destination that you need to make for yourself. So let's get to this reading. I hope everyone is doing well. Many of you who know me, who have been following, you know I always start with my spiritual news. But a lot of times I like to switch it up just a little. I like to switch it up just a little. this is a Cancer reading. This is a Cancer reading. Listen, I usually give an introduction of every sign that I do. I'm not going to give Cancer that formal introduction tonight because Cancers equal Love. They equal love. Cancers love people who don't even love them. Didn't I just say, even for the people who follow me, who don't like me, I send them nothing but love and light? Listen, I'm a Cancer. Let me tell you. Look, there goes Swamp Hoochie. Y'all check her name out. I love that name, Swamp Hoochie. I got some family that live in the swamp down in Florida. Let me tell you. They live with the alligators. Let's dive into this reading. Let's dive into this reading. And they eat for free. They still hunting those woods, getting those boars, right? My cousins be putting their boars online. If I still ate pork, I'd be like, yo, mail me some of that pig. But, and they still go dove hunting. Listen, we a country family, right? We believe in living off the land. True story. 2026, they still go alligator hunting. I got that kind of family. I got that kind of family. Let's dive into this reading. When I ring the bell, I'm calling on my spiritual team to come in and help me. I promise you guys, I do not do this by myself. Anytime that I do personal readings, the reason why I don't get any bad complaints, I don't do it by myself. My gifts do not belong to me. I promise you, they can be given to me today and taken away tomorrow. I acknowledge that. So I do have a team that I call in for help. True story. That loves me. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I can for the sign of Cancer, male or female. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Cancer, I feel a little heat. I feel a little heat. This is not a bad heat. I'm feeling the heat in this area, right? And some of us would say that's that third eye area. But I'm feeling a little heat because there's a decision that you need to make, Cancer, for yourself. There's a decision that you need to make. But in making this decision, you want to know if it's the right decision for you. Listen, you always have to go with your gut. The gut is the soul of you. When you go with the gut, that's saying that I release the ego and I'm going to allow the universe to guide me. So, release the ego. You're going to make the best decision for you. Look, we got the Fool card. The Fool is one of my favorite cards in the deck. I promise you. I love the Fool. I am the Fool as well. Please believe me. So we're doing a 7-card spread. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to move them over a little bit. Excuse me. I know I got to clear this space on my desk and make more room. And I say that all the time. I move a deck of cards and then I replace it with a different deck. True story. I could do better. And that one fell on the floor. Even if they fall on the floor, I still use them. I still used them because it came out of the deck. And y'all should be happy that I used that one too. I had to go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have one more card to go. This is a 7-card spread. And we're going to be doing the Celtic Cross right after this, Cancer. So we have the number 7. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we have the number 7. Cancers are loyal. Let me tell you, Cancers are loyal to those who are loyal to them. Let me just say that. I said I wasn't going to give you any introduction, Cancer, but Cancers equal love. They love, they love, they love. They are loyal until they're not. A lot of people think that Cancers are so passive. A lot of people think that because Cancers have this gentle soul, that they won't strike, and they will. We have pinchers, and the pinchers, we use them to grab a hold of you, hold on as tightly as we need to, and we can grab so hard that it may even hurt, but we can also let go just as quickly. So don't think just because we love you like that, that we won't let go, because we can and we will, to make sure that we're okay, to make sure that we are safe. True story, we will let go. The first card that we have is your starting point, and you're starting with your own card because Cancers are represented by the moon. That's their planet. So we have the moon. We have the moon for the sign of Cancers. This is your card. This is the number 21. Cancer, the card says, pay attention to your intuition at this point in time and move ahead confidently. I told you that there's a Cancer here before we got started that needs to make a decision. There's no right, there's no wrong. You have to go with your gut to the core of you. You have to make the best decision for you. Don't even ask what another person's opinion is about your journey. It's your journey. So you have to do what's best for you at all costs. There's a decision that needs to be made. This is the number 21. So we could have a Cancer here that was born on July the 21st. We could have a Cancer here born on July 21st, if that's important to you. But the number 21 is a sign from your angels of advancement and success. You can move ahead confidently, Cancer. The number 21 is all about unity, fulfillment, just as well as happiness. Let me just say this. When you see the number 21 appear in your experience, it's an auspicious sign from your angels that you are on the verge of manifesting your desires on a large scale. So there's a decision that needs to be made. You're not sure if you're making the right decision. You don't want to fuck it up. You don't want to make the wrong decision, and you're not. You're not going to make the wrong decision. Whatever decision you're going to make, you're going to move ahead in a successful way. And you need to do it with your confidence. So let me just say this. There may be so many different reasons why you see this number 21 pop up on your daily experience. You know, the number could appear anywhere, but when you see the number 21 in your daily life, it's a sign from your angels to put your trust in yourself, put your trust in them, and keep your thoughts positive, and you will be able to manifest your desires in every aspect of your life. Another way to look at the number 21 is an expression of root number 3. By adding 2 plus 1, you will end up common sense with the number 3. So root number 3 represents a vibration of being creative, completion, making this decision, sticking to it, and that's the completion of a cycle on to the next journey. So remember, when you see the angel number 21, it is an indication from your angels that you are able to create and manifest outcomes at a high level quickly. That's when you trust yourself. So your life is heading in a new positive direction, having to do with teamwork, cooperation, a collaboration of some kind with you and another person. It could be your significant other. It could be a coworker. It could be a neighbor. It could be your child or children, but you're going to be collaborating with someone. So let's sum up the number 21 with this. Whether this is a creative collaboration or something going on in your personal or professional life, it is sure to be rewarding and fulfilling, bringing you and your partner a great deal of happiness. There's no right, Cancer. There's no wrong, Cancer. Cancer, just do this, okay? We have patience. The number 24, patience. You could be June 24th, right? There's someone's birthday could be June 24th, but the number 24 is important. Slow down, Cancer. Slow down change your attitude, and clear your mind. You can manifest whatever it is that you desire at lightning speeds, right? And you have to believe. You have to trust. You have to have faith in knowing that whatever it is that you're asking the universe for, or whomever you pray to, that you're going to receive this. You don't ask not believing, you ask knowing that the outcome is going to be within your favor. Now, my daughter is watching, and I always say this because it's true, and she cringes every time I say this. You can have anything that you desire. True story, you can. You can have anything that you desire, but you will not get everything. So imagine, excuse me, I got my coffee in one hand, but imagine if you ask the universe for $10, right? You ask the universe for $10 and you're saying, universe, bring me this $10. The universe saying, I got you, but I'm going to send you 8 instead of that 10. So you receive the 8. Do you cry about it? Do you complain about it? You're only $2 short from having that $10, but you got 8. It's more than what you had. So you can have anything you want, but you just may not get everything. When people have a list of the type of man they desire or the type of woman they desire, they just put a few things. And then when that man or that woman falls short on what you like, you're like, well, maybe I should have asked. Listen, you're not ever supposed to leave a stone unturned. Whatever it is that you desire to have, make a list of it. And then you say to whomever you pray to, your guardian angels, right? You say to them, for me, the first thing that's going to be at the top of my list is I want my man to be able to read. I need my man to be able to write in script, right? I want my man to be able to write in cursive. It's a lot of people that can't write in cursive. I just need my man to have basic skills and beyond. So me, that's what's going at the top of my list. And then we're going to work our way through that. I know that may not be important to some people, but damn it, if I'm reading the newspaper out loud, I might get tired and I need you to read the second half. You know what I'm saying? So we can't sit there and I'm all out of breath. I'm out of shape. And I'm waiting for you to read, bitch. I don't want you to sound out. I want you to go all the way through just like I did. So with that being said, that's for me. There's other people that may not desire to have the same thing. I'm just giving you an example of what I like. True story of what I like. Listen, because I've met some people and I'm going to tell you, my oldest son, right? They said that he was dyslexic. That's what they said. They said that he read backwards. So my mother said, you got a solution to this? I said, fuck yeah. She said, what's your solution? I said, I'm going to teach this nigga how to read backwards. You know what I mean? And I got to make it make sense to him, right? Guess what? My son can read. My son can write. Yeah, he a little slow. Yes, he's a little slow. But damn it, he can read. The second half of that newspaper, if I need him to. He can write his name. He can print it out and write it in cursive. He has basic skills. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's important. I never want him to read something and not have a full understanding because he could be signing his life away. You know how a lot of people, they sign the back of their license, the donor area. Not me. I had to teach him how to read that. The same way I brought you in this world is the same way I need you to go out with everything. We just not donors over here. Let me just tell you. So with that being said, I need for you to have RIF, R-I-F. Reading is fundamental. That's what's important to me. But Cancer, slow down, change your attitude, clear your mind, and make sure whatever this is that you're about to manifest, that this is exactly what you want. And there's no detail that's too large or too small. for the universe to handle or whomever you pray to. We have the number 2, which is a powerful number. This is angel. This is your angel coming in. And guys, my apologies, because the number 1 card, this is your starting point. This is the moon. Pay attention to your intuition. This is your starting point. Pay attention to your soul. Pay attention to your gut. Pay attention to you. People can give you their opinions, their advice all day long, but you have to make the best decision for you. Patience, right? This is the first part of your journey is for you to be patient, making sure that you cross all your T's and dot your I's, that when you go to the universe and you say that I'm manifesting a certain outcome that I desire to have, that you make sure that you are specific with what you want, the desires of the soul. Let me tell you, your number 3 card, this is the second part of your journey. Now, this is your angel coming through. Your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. So, once again, there's a Cancer here that is blessed, and you can have whatever it is that you desire. Your angels are showing up, letting you know that you are protected on this spiritual journey. Let me tell you, this number 2 is a powerful number that means inner peace. So when you manifest, be at peace with the decision that you made. This is positive energy and finding your divine purpose. So angel number 2 represents cooperation and balance between you and you and you. So have faith and never give up, no matter how difficult things may appear to be. Have faith. Don't give up. Your angels have your back. We have the number 4 card, and this is your current situation. This is the Fool. Let me tell you, I love the Fool card. That's just me. Listen, Cancers, we have the number 12, which is the Fool. Let me tell you what the Fool does. The Fool is courageous. The Fool may not think all the time, right? The Fool just may act a fool. But listen, if you're okay with that, I'm okay with that. And I love the Fool. The Fool is full of hope, fresh hope. They know that they can manifest whatever it is that they desire. The Fool is all about taking chances. They are always ready to jump on that new path and take adventures because they know that new adventures await them, new beginnings await them. So the Fool and I, we have something in common. So have the courage to embrace change, take risk, and be adventurous. That's what the Fool is telling you to do. The next step on your journey, this is the number 5 card. This is flowers. This is going to be the next step on your journey. It's being represented by the number 11. The number 11. This is flowers. So let me just say this. Be generous, because success and emotional fulfillment are yours. So be generous with yourself. You know how sometimes a person, when things are not going as planned in their lives or things are not going the way that they want, they self-sabotage. They begin to doubt, not believe, not having faith. But with the flowers, the universe is saying be generous to yourself. Don't speak negatively about yourself like, damn, I fucked up. Damn, I'm so stupid. I don't know why I asked for that and I should have asked for this. Pump the brakes. Never disrespect yourself. That's why Spirit is telling you to be patient. Who's going to love you more than you? I'm going to wait on that, because some people may have an answer. They be like, Brian loved me more. Brenda loved me more. Oh, so Brian get up and wash your ass for you every day. And Brenda get up every day and cook you food. No, when you hungry, you going to feed yourself. When it's time to wash up, you're going to get up and bathe yourself. Brian and Brenda are not doing that. When my mother was in a facility to show that she could take care of herself, I had to sit in front of her and watch her lift up a spoon and drop the food off the spoon. And as many times as I wanted to grab that spoon and put it in her mouth to make sure that that food came that close and got in her mouth, I couldn't do it because she said, I want to go home. I want to go to my house that I own, that I work hard for. I want to take care of myself. So when she said that, that means she did not want to be in a nursing home. She wanted to live the remainder of her days taking care of herself, not being dependent on anyone. So in that facility, she couldn't leave until she could show. So then I'm the punk. I am to my mama. I had to back up, stand up from her table, and I said to my daughter, can you help my mom? And she was like, yeah, because me, I wanted to be Brian. I wanted to be Brenda, but I knew I couldn't be Brian and Brenda every day. I couldn't do it every day because we didn't live in the same state. So in order for me to leave her in a different state in her home, she had to do for self. So be generous to self. Don't self-sabotage. Don't hurt. Don't belittle self. Love self, nurture self, because success is yours. Emotional fulfillment are yours. And guess what? When my daughter sat down with her, she was like, Grandma, I'm not playing with you. If you want to go to your house and take care of yourself, I need you to put that spoon in your mouth. My mother said, I ain't never been to jail. And in those movies, they eat with spoons. I'm going to need a fork. I said, okay, give her the fork. So she got that fork. And yes, a little bit fell off to one side and to the other. And she got it in her mouth. And she was able to feed herself. I said, look, y'all, my mom ready to go home. I'm ready for her to go home, to go to her house. And that's what she did. She was generous to herself. She knew she didn't want a spoon. She said, that's what prisoners do. I've never been to jail. I don't want a spoon. She was like, I'm not a baby. I don't want a spoon. I want a fork. And she got that fork and she fed herself. Yes, a little fell off, but it was still enough on there for her to be generous to herself, to soothe her hunger. So the number 11 is a message from your angels concerning your soul mission or greater life purpose. When the angels send you messages containing master number 11, they are sending you inspiration and encouragement to develop your abilities in ways that will help you and the people around you. So angel number 11 symbolizes the principles of spiritual enlightenment and awakening. It is also a reminder from your angels that we have all come to this physical world from the realm of spirit. If the angel number 1 is about leadership, optimism, positivity, and you taking the initiative, master number 11 multiplies these attributes to a higher power. The number 11 represents a transmutation of your personal power to a higher, more spiritual one. She said, I got this. That's what my mother said. And she had that. She fed herself. So, card number 6, a pleasant surprise. This is the number 13, goals. You see all that money? It's gold. But these are your goals. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. This is the pleasant surprise. There's that money coming in. That's that financial help that no matter how much you have, more is always good. This is success once again. So this is a pleasant surprise that there's some money coming in. The card is represented by the number 13. There's some money coming in. There's some money coming in, and who couldn't use a little more? And when it comes in, it's going to be right on time. Now, the number 7 card, this is your final destination, Cancer, celebrating. This is that number 5, celebrating you, celebrating believing in you, celebrating believing in your spiritual team on your spiritual journey, not doubting yourself, speaking positively to yourself. Celebrating, you are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life, right? With that money, you can do those things, right? But don't waste. This is your final destination of you having what you desire for yourself. The number 5, according to numerology, the number 5 symbolizes freedom, curiosity, and change. When you receive this money, that's financial freedom. When you receive this money, you're going to be curious. How much does that cost? You know how when you broke, you really don't even worry about how much things cost? You'll be like, shit, I'll put it on layaway. I'll use a credit card and deplete it to get that item. And then when you do have money and you're like, listen, I've had and I've had not. So now what you having, you're curious. You're like, wait a minute, how much that cost? Because I'm going to make sure I'm never going to be put in that situation again. I'm going to act like old money instead of new money. So you're changing. And that's a beautiful thing. You have a desire to have adventures, explore new, and you have a willingness to embrace change and transformation in your life because this money brings forth change. It brings forth transformation. And at the bottom of the deck, Cancer, we have that owl. You know, that wise owl. This is that number 23. So you could be a June 23rd Cancer, but there are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transitioning. You are transitioning, meaning that you're going to be patient with yourself, writing down and then communicating to whomever it is that you pray to, meditate to, and then you're going to say, yeah, I am. I'm ready. I want it all. I want it all. Knowing that you can have anything that you desire, but you know you're not going to get everything on that list. But on that list, this is the main thing right here. You're going to receive enough money to turn that life around, to do and take care of all the things that you want to do and that you need to do for you. So now, Cancers, we're going to dive into the Celtic Cross reading, right? I said we're going to go a little deep tonight. We're going to get a little nosy. So I'm going to leave these cards down, but I'm going to move them out the way. And I know you're like, wow, she's going to do that reading with these cards still down. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. We're going to rock this Celtic Cross. This is a 10-card spread. This is a 10-card spread. If I get a little quiet, excuse me. Excuse me. I connect with my spiritual team once again, and I'm asking for help within this reading. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Cancer, male or female. This is a Celtic Cross reading, 10-card spread. Show me exactly what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. 10-card spreads, everyone. Oh, we have one jumping out already. This is your very first card. We have one jumping out already. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This one turned over in my hand, and I'm going to take it because it turned over. Wow. This is the number 3 card. This is the number 4 card. This is the number 5 card. This is the number 6 card. This is the number 7 card. This is the number 8 card. Spirit guys, 2 more cards. Thank you so much. This is the number 9. 1 more card, please. This is the number 10. And we're going to put this to the side. And we're going to start off with what's at present. What's going on right now in this very moment. And we're starting off with the number 1. So this is spirituality. You see me all up close with this. This is spirituality. So you are being divinely guided, Cancer. You are. You know, we all go through trials and tribulations in our life. But for the strong, we know we're going to survive. So this only makes you stronger. So there's something that's fated to happen. It's your destiny for this to happen. This financial blessing is fated to happen. Now, it comes with some challenges, right? A soulmate. It comes with some challenges, a soulmate. So if you're a single, Cancer, you're calling in a soulmate. But then you're like, I'm going to have all this and I'm alone. And so some of you, if you're single, you may be calling in a romantic partner, someone that's going to be true to you, because you're like, okay, with this money, how do I know that they want me for me and that they're not going to use me for my money? But you want something true. You want true love, but you don't want to go look for it. You want it to find you. And if you're already in a relationship, you know, this is you sharing a beautiful connection with someone. This is you. But once again, the challenge is trusting. Trusting that everything is going to work out in your favor, that with this money that you have, that this person is not going to use, misuse, or abuse you. We have the number 3 card, excuse me. This is the root of the problem. Is this a problem, Cancer? Because we have beauty. You are beautiful, Cancer. You have to be able to experience the beauty in you. There's a Cancer here that someone may have made you feel a little uncomfortable, made you doubt yourself, right? But you have to see yourself with new eyes. Listen, the number 3 card, the root of the problem is you have to see the beauty within yourself. You may think about getting this money and want to do a whole host of things to yourself. You might want a new nose job. You might want a little booty, right? You might want some higher cheekbones. I'm just saying, lift them eyebrows up. I don't know. However, whatever it is, the universe is saying, I want you to see how beautiful you are, and you don't need to take this money and change yourself, right? Because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So when you look in the mirror, what do you see? We don't care about what they see, but what do you see when you look at yourself? So treat yourself with love. Treat yourself with respect, Cancer. True story. Love yourself, respect yourself. And we have the number 4 card. This is a past situation, which is euphoria. A past situation, right? So what happened in the past, right? Listen, someone hurt you. You were falling in love with someone, or you fell in love with someone and someone hurt you. So you're still thinking about that betrayal. Don't bring that into this future, because this future is good. Whatever happened with that person has nothing to do with the next person that's coming into your life. Listen, you feel like things, when you meet someone new, that they just may fall apart. Guess what? If you think like that, then that's exactly what's going to happen. You have to know that everything is going to be good. Everything is going to be fine, and that your new person is nothing like your old person. You make new memories with this new person. Now we're jumping into the number 5. This is the present situation. We have elephant spirit. I love elephants. especially when the trunk is turned up, right? In my family, that means good luck, that means money. But this trunk is down, and that's fine. But the elephant spirit, this is your present situation. You will overcome any obstacle. Plain and simple. Balance your power and be gentle with yourself, because great blessings are coming in. That's that elephant spirit. We have the number 6. This is the near future, that inner child. We have inner child. This is that near future. This is you having fun, making room for fun, taking adventures, having a little bit more time on your hands to play. This is you validating your inner child, saying, I'm ready to live life. Do you know, I had a dream the other night, right, about my mom. And, I said I wasn't going to discuss this dream, but at the end of the dream, right, she said to me, live life. That's what she said. She said, live life. That's how she ended the dream. That's how we left each other in this dream. She said, live life. So I'm speaking to a Cancer here. Live life. That's what's going to happen in your near future. Enjoy life. Just live, live, live. Plain and simple. The number 7, this is your power, Cancer. This is flow of life. This is your power. And I spoke about that earlier, right? When speaking about destiny swapping. But this is you growing with the flow, growing with the flow of your new life, growing with the flow within, tapping into your soul. So whatever comes, let it come. Let me listen. I had to catch myself. Whatever comes, let it come. People, guess what? They're going to try to do you wrong, but you'll have the sight to see. People, when they hear about, oh, Cancer got that fancy car. Cancer's living in this new zip code. Listen, whatever comes, let it come. Because you're not going to be anybody's fool. You're not going to let anybody use you and mistreat you. Oh, how you didn't speak to me? Now you want to borrow $1. I saw Tracy Morgan online, right? Listen, and this goes with this, right? I saw Tracy Morgan online, and he was walking out of a place. And then a gentleman came up to him and was like, hey, you remember me? And Tracy was like, yeah, I know exactly who you are. You did this to me as a child. You did that. And so the guy was like, I'm homeless. Tracy was like, I owe you nothing. Listen. Who could be mad at him? That's why you always got to be careful how you treat people. When people find out you have this money, all those old friends, they're going to try to come back. But you may be like Tracy Morgan, be like, I owe you nothing. I owe you nothing. True story. Cancer, most of you will help, but most of you are going to say, I owe you nothing. Now, let's find out the hope in this situation. The hope for you is lighting the way. The hope is lighting the way, and you're allowing yourself to be guided. You're allowing yourself to be guided. Yes, that's what always they treated me like that. Listen, people be like that, and you have to allow them to be who they are as you continue to be who you are. One of our biggest problems as humans, period, we put trust in people instead of putting that same trust within ourselves, right? Wanting to be a part of, wanting to be liked. But as long as you love who you are, as long as you like who you are, nothing else matters around you. You have to always be content with the situations that you make for yourself. So, lighting the way, this is your angels are watching over you. You are protected, Cancer. You are most definitely protected. Now, there are some fears associated with this reading, and that's the supernatural. Fears. Your fears are supernatural. So listen, make contact with your spirit world. Because what your fears is, as this money came in, you're like, how can I balance it to keep it, not to waste it, for it to be depleted? And use your supernatural abilities to be able to connect with whomever are your guides. We all have guardian angels. We do. We all have archangels. Our guardian angels are our crossed over loved ones. Our archangels are the angels that protect us, different areas of our life, right? There's different entities that we pray to, that we meditate to, but you need to develop your psychic abilities. Cancers, a lot of cancers do have psychic abilities, let me tell you, but you need to know how to connect to them. I do want to say this. You know, people like to beg to differ, but I don't care about people. I'm going to tell you what I know. People that have real powers, right? It's a bloodline, let me tell you. It's generational. And not everybody in that bloodline is going to receive them. You can have a bloodline that 20 decades ago, you may have found out that old Uncle Rufus had some type of psychic abilities, and then it has been dormant within that family, and then here comes somebody and that person has them. Then there are people that like to pay people to teach them how to develop their psychic abilities, but the one thing that they're always going to tell you is that this is no guarantee. You know why there's no guarantee? Because they're hungry. They're hungry. They just made 500 to a few thousand off of you, and you're willing to take the risk when they said that there's no guarantee that you will become a psychic, when all you have to do is tap in. If it's there, it'll wake up. And if it's not, you move on. But you still trust your gut. Because your gut is never going to lie to you. Your gut is never going to steer you wrong. But when you follow that heart will get you into trouble in multiple ways, because that heart is an organ, right? It pumps blood, but that heart will get you in trouble. That heart will have you loving Ronnie, Ricky, and Mike. But you got Bobby over there in the corner. Bobby like, I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going solo. I'm following my gut. You understand what I'm saying? So, supernatural. Connect to your guardian angels. Connect to your guardian angels. And the outcome of it all, the number 10 card, the outcome is freedom. You're going to have financial freedom. When you begin to trust yourself, you're going to have spiritual freedom of you trusting you and not worried about what the other people around you are saying or doing, releasing your attachments to these toxic people. You're spreading your wings, no longer a prisoner of your mind. Oh my God, I can't believe Bill said this about me. I can't believe Brenda doesn't like me. The hell with them. Because this is all about you. And at the bottom of the deck, Cancer, self-reflection. You're going to be like, dang, I could have been here a long time ago. If only I trusted myself. If only I believed. If only I connected to a higher source. Because I know that there's someone out there greater than I am. I know there's an energy that's stronger than me. So this is a journey to self-love. Self-reflection is you seeing where you were and how far you've come. Be a reflection of what you want. So when you look in the mirror, see all the things that you want. When you meditate, when you close your eyes, you're seeing all the things that you want, not all the things that you don't want. What you don't want is not important. Focus on the things that you desire to have for you, Cancer. And then we're going to close this reading with my spiritual news deck. I told you I was going to get back to this deck. We're going to close this reading out with spiritual news. Be careful out here, guys. It's a beautiful thing to see how people are waking up, understanding themselves, connecting with themselves, and understanding that there are higher powers with an S, that there are greater entities with an S, plural. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Cancer. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for whomever needs to hear it. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. I'm not taking all of these, but I am going to take these that fell over the right way, these two. Cancer, what we have here is this just in. Forgiveness is the key to healing. I promise you, forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself for allowing people to dismiss you. Because when a person disrespects you, they're dismissing you. Forgive yourself for staying around through all that toxic bullshit. Forgiveness is the key to healing and letting go. Whomever you need to forgive, Spirit says now is the time to do so. There is no need to hold on to hurt, anger, or pain. Release it so you can be free. Remember, freedom. Spread your wings. Freedom. This is freedom. Cancers, this just in. This just in. Spirit says focus on your finances at this time. Slow down with spending and develop the habit of saving, or at least start to invest your money into assets that will bring you financial stability and wealth. Spirit is saying, listen, start saving, right? Or invest in yourself. You don't need to spend a lot of money to invest in yourself. But this is for your stability. Even when this money comes in, there's a Cancer that's like, oh, I don't want this money to deplete me. I don't want to spend it in a reckless way. That's why you have to develop that money mindset when receiving this money to make it expand, to make it grow. So with that being said, you want that financial freedom. To have that financial freedom, waste not, want not. We have this just in. Spirit says focus on your finances. Once again, focus on them. Breaking news, Cancer, at the bottom of the deck. Breaking news. Focusing on the negative will never bring you positive results. I said that earlier. I said to you, don't focus on the things that you don't want. Focus on the things that you do want. Between you and your spiritual team, just tell them what you want. Focusing on the negative will never bring you positive results. Train your mind to focus on the positive and the things that you want, not the things that you don't want. True story. Listen, what you don't want, that has nothing to do with you. We know you don't want it. You know you don't want it. So why focus on it? Use your energy somewhere else. Focus on the things that you do want. So do you have a number in your head? Do you have a number that'll get you out of financial trouble? Do you have a number that will bring you to financial freedom? So, okay, if you have that number, add a little more to it so that you can have some for rainy days. Add a little more to it so that you will not only have extra for rainy days, but that you'll have extra to be able to take these adventures that you want to go on, right? Add a little more to it. Listen, there's nothing that is too grand, too great, too big for whomever you pray to, whomever your guardian angels are, right? To your ancestors. You just have to believe. I am Empress Real One 584, the Good Witch. I send to you guys nothing but love and light. I thank you first and foremost for your time. I do. I thank you for your time. I thank you for the gifts. I thank you to the new followers. Remember, I told you I am going to start removing myself from TikTok, and I'm going to, you know, dedicate more of myself to my Instagram platform. Not only my Instagram, but my YouTube, because nobody is the boss of me. And that's what the new TikTok rules are, that they own you. They own everything that you do. And how can you own my gifts, my spiritual gifts? That's not me. I can't be a part of that. You got to understand the verbiage. You understand? It was good too. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. But I'm going to be dedicating more of my time over on YouTube. Listen, here I come. You got to make room for the big girl. You know what I mean? Got to make room for the big girl. Here I come. So I'm about to bust YouTube wide open. I'm coming on in. But because it was power. Thank you so much. Listen, I'm going to listen to this again even before I post it, right? A lot of times when I'm done with my readings up here, I jump in the shower and I'm playing them before I post them on my YouTube platform. So I'm listening to them again. When I'm delivering the message, I don't always hear because I'm focused everywhere else. And then I have to do a replay even for myself. But I thank you. I thank you for your time. My readings are long. True story, they are long. They are long. And I always say, I'm going to cut them down. I'm going to cut them down by 15 minutes, by 20 minutes, by 30 minutes. Thank you so much, Cassie. Thank you so much. And but I'm going to do better. Watch Cassie going to stop on 43 tonight. Watch. Oh, she stopped at 36. Cassie trying to play me out. Last night I said she gave me 46 roses, and I said my favorite number is 43, and so tonight she gave me 36 roses. Thank you so much. Thank you. But I thank each and every one of you. I'm going to listen to this reading before I post it because I have to take some in for me too. True story. I am Empress Real One. Thank you, Swan Poochie. Thank you. Every time I see this name, I'm like, listen, right? Maybe I should have spent more time down in Florida with my people. Thank you so much. Thank you, Swan Poochie. Look, I love that name. I don't care. I do. I do. But I am Empress Real 1584, the good witch. I send to everybody nothing but love and light. I will be back tomorrow, but I will post up a time that I will be on YouTube, and I will be on YouTube tomorrow because TikTok is not the boss of me. I can't do it. Listen, I can't do it. I can't allow them to own my videos and take my videos and do whatever they want with them, take my likeliness, my face, and do whatever I want with it, what they want with it. And you guys be careful too, especially when they have pictures of your children and you putting your kids into these videos, or even with yourself. And then they also have the right to track you. Even if you try to turn off the tracking feature, they still have the right to track you. And no one should know your location, not unless it's your significant other or your children. I'm just saying. So with that being said, they have the right to do whatever they want with your likeliness. Imagine a child doesn't have the power to say to us, Mommy, I don't want to be on social media. You do it for the views, you think it's fun, but then you have this entity on a platform that can do whatever they want with our pictures, our videos, and you can't sue them. You can't say that my face belonged to me. They said this is their platform and they can do whatever they want with it. Not over here. That's not freedom. So I'm going to take my free ass and I'm going to take it on over to YouTube, you know, and listen, we're not all the way free yet. And most of you understand what I'm talking about. It just feels like it because we can do a lot more, but we have never been free. Let me tell you, we have never been free. But I'm not going to let social media handcuff me. But I'll be back tomorrow, but it's going to be on YouTube. On the front of my page, I will post what time I will be on YouTube. But I send everybody nothing but love and light. Good night. Thank you so much.